get officially started here these last couple of days?
Feels good. Obviously a new team, but still feels good to have more bodies. We didn't have a lot of bodies in June and July. Now having pretty much everybody here, healthy, out on the floor, it feels good to have them here.
Hey, Penny, why Student Madness and why not Memphis Madness?
Well, I'm a Memphis boy, so I don't want to, make the city upset. I just think that we're trying to engage the students on this one. And, we've never done that before. I think this will be good for the players, both men and women's teams, and the students.
Penny, obviously there's speculation that the reason the university sent in more documentation to the NCAA last Monday for Deandre was because the initial appeal had been denied. Is there any truth to that? And if not, where does that stand?
I can't really speak on that. I just let the university do what they do. I can't speak on that, and we're hoping we'll get them here soon.
How's the chemistry coming since your trip over to the DR?
Chemistry's coming well because the guys are holding each other accountable. That's when you know you have a good team, guys really caring, getting behind one another and pushing each other. So the Dominican trip was really good for us because we bonded really well over there, and we brought that back over here.
Those plenty new faces, Coach, but how easily did Malcolm just integrate right back into the system?
Yeah, Malcolm, this is his home, from Memphis, understands the lay of the land. He's showing everybody else what to do, so it was easy for him to insert himself right back into where he was. It's the same system, and he's very comfortable.
Based on what you've seen over the summer and so far, how open-minded are you on a deep rotation, especially early?
I'm open-minded on a deep rotation because our strength is our numbers. We got a lot of good players. I've been there before with teams that have had numbers, and we'll see how that goes early. But I'm not opposed to that.
Is that more important because you have so many new faces you don't beat?
I think it's more important because we have good players. It's not about the faces per se. It's about we got enough players that can go out there and contribute.
Is this the biggest team you've had?
Yeah, by far. Yeah, we got a lot of length. And this is definitely the biggest team we've had here.
And then the school put out a statement about Mikey earlier today. I guess we talked to you a few months ago about it. Just, I guess, the thought in your mind in terms of why you guys have decided to take the approach you have with him throughout, just standing behind him.
We're just supporting him. There is no news that's come out to make us change our minds or think any differently, so we're just supporting him.
Could you see a scenario where, if even if it doesn't work out this year, maybe next year he's on the team or something like that?
I think we'll get to that bridge when we have to. However it goes, I'm going to have his back.
Who stood out so far in fall practice?
Man,
there's only been 2.
Yeah, really. I just say everybody's just trying to find their footing. You know what I mean? The veteran players, Jaden and Malcolm, are looking good because they know the system. Everybody else is still trying to figure it out. So everybody new is doing well. They need more time.
Penny, given the depth of the rotation, what can you do to kind of establish a pecking order now versus having things shake out during the season?
I think that happens in practice. I think the pecking order happens, even though you got depth, the guys that are doing it at the highest level are going to be the ones that are going to be playing the most.
With so many new faces and so many new skill sets, is this team's identity going to be any different from a normal Penny Hardaway team?
Well, you got a veteran team that can score the basketball. We've never had that. That's going to be the identity. Defense is what I like to hang my hat on, but I got to understand that you got a lot of guys that have averaged double-figure points that have played at a high level. So I know that we're going to be a team that can score the ball.
And can create situation and can create. We've had shot takers and shot makers before, but shot creators, it seems like.
Shot creators is the biggest deal for me. You got guys that can get in the paint, get past their man, make an extra defender step up. That gives us open looks. I like our chances if we get open looks.
It goes with the Mikey situation, the Deandre situation, just having a new team and all that kind of stuff. How do you and the staff just kind of navigate that?
Well, we're trying our best because we haven't had either one of those guys here, Deandre nor Mikey, and the rest of the guys are just filling in, man, and doing whatever it takes to keep us going until those guys get here.
Has anybody stepped up and made this their team yet? Whether it's Quinterly or returning guys or somebody unexpected?
Jaquan Walton and Caleb Mills and Javon Quinterly are trying to be the guys to step up. Even though it's new, they're still trying to find their footing. They're trying to step up and keep the team together.
Is there anything from previous seasons, and this is obviously different bringing in so many new veteran guys, like anything you're doing differently than maybe you did in the past to create the chemistry early because you know how important that can be?
I'm thinking I'm allowing them to figure it out. You know what I mean? Because we have so much talent, you know, allowing them to just get the feel of how they want to play. I didn't really throw an offense at them right away because I wanted to see them gel together. You know, in the past, I would kind of put something in and try to get the ball to certain guys. So many weapons, we're just kind of allowing those guys to play more freely together.
How much does having so many veteran players on the team kind of allow you guys you can just let them go out and play as opposed to throwing a bunch of concepts at them?
Yeah, that's major. We don't want to overload a team that if you can beat your man off the dribble and get to the next guy, that's good enough offense for us. We got to have some structure, you know what I mean? But it's easier when you have veteran guys that know how to do it.
This has been a more chaotic offseason than you've had since you've been here. What has been?
You sure?
I mean, with the
no, I'm okay. I'm back.
with the turnover, with the turnover.
No, I was just joking.
Yeah. What has been the biggest obstacle other than the Mikey and Deandre thing that you had to deal with this offseason?
Not having everyone here. That's the biggest thing. Is just the Mikey thing is looming, Deandre's is looming. It's not having the entire team intact. That's been the biggest obstacle because we keep adding bodies. Like there were 7 guys at first, and then you add a couple, and then you add a couple. You keep adding guys as the year goes on. So now you got to get him up to speed. So you'd rather have your entire team here.